155 pounds, here's the red superstar, Sebastian Cage.
Well, welcome everybody to PPW High Voltage, another week that they did not cancel us on WYLN. I'm ecstatic, EJ.
You're welcome. Carrying the show on my back. Speaking of, feels good to be back in commentator's row.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like being kicked out of my own chair in the Lord Commander's throne here.
Normally,
the rightful heir to this throne is back, folks. I know you're all ecstatic.
Normally I'd say I disagree with you, but I'm happy to have you back. I don't want no trench coat sitting next to me. The lit superstar, Sebastian Cage, in the ring. We go up to Paul Bowe for his opponent.
Flying over the skies of Hazleton at 155 sticks of butter. He is the Lucha Hero, Mantequilla.
Guys, right off Jump Street, I'm going to say it, the obvious. Mantequilla looking good tonight.
Sported some new ring attire here. Looking great. Got rid of the flare around his mask. Put some streamers on there, though. I like it.
Mantequilla looking a little El Generico-ish.
I was thinking he looks like Wasp.
Who?
Fans in Hazleton love themselves some Mantequilla. Sebastian Cage loves himself a challenge, and he's about to get one tonight. With the man weighing, what, 160-something sticks of butter?
Well, we buy butter by the pound, Bravado. And he's bringing every pound of butter to this matchup tonight.
How many pounds of butter are in 155 sticks?
That might be a question for Lando Lakes.
Divide it by 4, right? 4 sticks for every pound.
All right, shut up. All right, here we go.
Times it by 4, excuse me.
Welcome to High Voltage, guys. Cage going right to the arm of the Lucha Hero. These two no stranger to each other, Phil.
No, very, very well versed together. Wrestling at a House of Glory a few times.
They know each other better than a pierogi knows a stick of butter. Sticking with that theme there.
Mantequilla went for the quick cover. I have a feeling this one's going to end quick, one way or the other. Whoever makes that first mistake, that could be a cardinal sin.
Absolutely, folks. You know, you paid for your whole seat here tonight. You're only going to use half of it with these two superstars, especially once they get into full gear, full steam ahead. What a way to open up PPW High Voltage.
Well, guys, later tonight, Sambo Show taking on Chris Banks and JJ Adams. Adams and Banks debuting here at PPW, and also the huge explosive four-way match, the women's match. Veda Scott, Christina Maria, Dina Steele, and Danny Moe still tonight, guys.
Oh, wow, what a loaded show we have. And we are well after.
I think it's lit, Paul.
It is lit. The lit superstar in the ring right now with the Lucha Hero.
I'm right at the age where I can still use that, maybe not.
I don't think so.
I don't even know what that means.
Well, I wasn't gonna pick on you, Paul. I know you're the brother. I'm getting the no from the GoPro guys. No lit.
There we go, off the rope, big shoulder tackle by Mantequilla. Now gonna go for the rope. Down goes Sebastian Cage. Up and over. Rolls through. Cage, rolls him up. Nope.
Mantequilla just so quick, guys. Both of these guys mirroring each other.
Deep arm drag by Sebastian Cage. Both men back into fighting position.
Hazleton going to give him a clapping ovation, I shall say. Being impressed with this match so far.
Both these men exhibiting the luchador style. You're seeing a lot of high-flying maneuvers, lots of throws as opposed to grappling and headlocks, strikes, things of that nature. Very fast-paced matchup here, but seems like we've come to a bit of a stalemate between these two high flyers.
And you see Sebastian Cage wearing the armband on the left arm of Matt Travis, tragically. Life taken, House of Glory a couple weeks ago by a driver, sad, a bicyclist. A lot of New York people are very, very upset. A lot of guys trained with him, seemed like a good guy. Didn't know him here, but the whole PPW family sends its condolences to the Travis family.
Absolutely.
Life taken way too short. Sebastian Cage looking to rev it up here. Cage with a tope suicida right over into John Mornitsky in the first row.
That blindsided Mantequilla, he was dazed from that last maneuver, being distracted a bit by the crowd, I think. Got taken right out with that suicide dive like a battering ram.
Cage puts him in, rolls him up, and a kick out.
Cage back to the drawing boards here.
He's going for that springboard, has a measure, trying to set the crowd here. Goes for the springboard, up and over, nobody home. Mantequilla caught him with a clothesline right across the chest. Shoulders down, hooks the leg, and a kick out again at 2.
Now, Mantequilla disagrees with both you and Jeff Card. Hey, me and Mantequilla have something in common.
I think he was telling him what comes after, too, because sometimes Jeff Carn has a little trouble remembering.
Well, that's true. I'm not going to argue that fact.
Big knife edge chop by Mantequilla, backs Cage up into the corner. Another shot right to the side of the jaw.
You know, the first thing I ever said on PPW High Voltage was that Jeff Carden was a moron. I stick with that still.
I wish that was the last thing you ever said.
It was
Bravado.
the first words ever uttered. It was the smartest thing I'd ever said.
Well,
And
I'm not going to
it's
argue
still-
with there.
Well, I say a lot of smart things, EJ, but this one has proven time and time again.
Yeah, you
out.
say a lot of dumb things too, Bravo, but we won't even go there. Let's get back to the match. What are you sighing about, Bravado? Call the match up here. Look at that scoop
That's
and a
not my
slam.
job. That's Paul Bo's job. Where do you go?
Mantequilla
You two idiots
drops
won't
the elbow.
fly.
You know, that used to be my job.
Thank God it's not.
I'll agree with Paul there.
Hey!
Mantequilla is going to spend more time arguing with Jeff Carden. And he's going to find himself the loser of this match if he doesn't.
Well, I mean, you just can't argue with the official over and over.
Well, you can't argue with an idiot. What do you want? I mean,
It's just like the NFL. I mean, you want to argue with
Oh,
the
you heard
officials.
that.
You know, you throw challenge flags. They still don't overturn stuff. Do you want me to start talking about fantasy football, what happened this week to me?
yes, because I know you lost, and I love stories like
Well,
that.
we're not even going to get into that. I lost by 3 points. Cost me $500. Let's not even talk about it. Screw you, Austin Hooper. And Julio Jones, as a
Look-
matter of fact. We don't have to edit
This
that.
Mantequilla flying across the ring with a back elbow. Sebastian Cage in the corner.
Big whip across the ropes. Now reverses it. Cage up and over.
Nice block by Sebastian Cage. Right back to his offense, guys.
He loves that top rope springboard right there. Folded Manny up. Another big back elbow.
Mantequilla, look at this. One step ahead of Sebastian Cage. Cage to the top rope.
You talk about athleticism there. Look at this little matrix action. Spinning back kick by Cage. Shoulders down, side press, hooks the leg. Kick out again at 2. Sebastian Cage, Phil, showing that athletic ability.
You know, Teddy Hart-ish, where he comes in, he's got a move set. The opponent sees that. He immediately transitions into another move. It's a beautiful thing to see from Sebastian Cage, especially this young in his career.
Went for the cutter. This is, oh man, Canadian Destroyer. Or a Mexican Destroyer by the Lucha Hero.
Yeah, that one came from south of the border, Paul Bo.
Well, Mantequilla very frustrated. He needs this win, guys. Losing to Nolo Catano in Honesdale a couple weeks ago. I almost said Whoville.
I think you were going to say Whoville too.
No? Felt like I was in Whoville.
Well, Whoville, Honesdale, you know.
That's
what's
the same
difference?
thing, let's be honest.
Oh
Nobody's been there.
man, you hear that? Gonna send him for the ride. Ducks the line. Oh, nice move by the lit superstar. Ducks again, goes for the springboard. Oh, cut him with the cutter. Floats over, shoulders down, outside leg, hooks it. Kick out again. What's it gonna take to put Manny away? We've seen this guy, he has a huge heart.
I don't know. He just got cut like Sebastian Cage had a butter knife there. It takes a lot to keep down Mantequilla, and Sebastian Cage is finding that out here tonight. His first time here in St. Joe's Gymnasium.
You'd be wrong again.
He made his I thought he made his debut at Honesdale.
I'm
sorry.
telling you, that stuff must be good you're smoking, because I'll tell you what, it's after the holidays.
Life is good. Life is good, Paul Bo, and that's all I'm smoking.
Oh my God. We can air it, why not? My brother will only get mad, that's all right. Oh, there, look at that, standstill right there.
I ain't cutting it out.
kick. Oh, right in that jaw, EJ.
Here we go. The lit superstar Sebastian Cage back in this one. Mantequilla's defense simply melting from the lit super. Oh,
lost him there.
Spoke too soon.
Twisting him down. Mantequilla going for the, look at this. Oh, reverse Rana. Shoulders down. Oh, man. How close was that?
Well, everyone here in Hazleton thought it was over, including Mantequilla.
What?
And wait a minute, I guess it is.
Referee Jeff Carden called for the bell.
Do we have a technical knockout here, or was that a 3 count?
I think Jeff Carden just carried the 7. He got the 3.
All right, let me go check. Let me go up to the ring and see what happened here.
Paul Bowe's going to go be a big boss. I guess we have to stay here.
Like I said, Card forgot what came after, too.
Well, we got a serious issue here. Sebastian Cage down. And Mantequilla is going to take a victory here.
Winner, Mantequilla.
Well, folks, I think what we just saw here is a technical knockout. Sebastian Cage unable to continue, so Jeff Carden had no choice but to stop the match here. Mantequilla with a hard-earned victory here at PPW.
Well, Mantequilla is going to be happy about the victory. Not extremely ecstatic about what's going on right now.
Yeah, folks, we never want to see one of our superstars down on the mat here.
Well, what an incredible matchup here to lead off PPW High Voltage between Sebastian Cage and Mantequilla. We still have the women's four-way here between Veda Scott, Christina Marie, Adina Steele, and Danny Moe. It's going to be a great night of PPW High Voltage. We will be back after these messages.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Mitchell here, 9 Wing, and the personal locker room requested by Christina Marie, our PPW Women's Champion. She should be arriving any moment soon. I saw her car pull up. Hey, Christina, hey.
What?
Well, first of all, tonight, huge night. 3 very, very strong women you're going against. And Adina Steele, Danny Moe, and Ray Barnes, former star, Veda Scott. How are you feeling heading to that contest?
Feeling good. It's the holidays. Feeling joyful. Feeling giving. First off, I beat Veda Scott. Was it a year ago? Yeah, it was Christmas time. I beat her. I beat Adina 100 times, maybe 1,000 times. And Danny of ballet trying to get in the ring with the big dogs. It's I think it's quite pathetic whoever gave her the opportunity to even be in the same 4 corners. So you already know, I like a challenge. There's not much of a challenge. It's just going to be a joyful holiday.
Thank you for your time, Christina. Back to you guys.
Full Tag Team Contest in Central Football. Introducing first from New York, weighing at 210 pounds, Chris Banks. His tag team partner from Carhart, New Jersey, weighing at 211 pounds, J.J. Adams.
Well, welcome back to PPW High Voltage. 2 newcomers, Chris Banks and J.J. Adams on the way to the ring.
I'll tell you what, I have a bone to pick with this J.J. Abrams. We'll get to that a little later.
Well, both men looking for a victory, obviously, here tonight. Nothing impresses more. And now our Now their opponents, thank God we don't have to fight them, up to Lobo.
Their opponents from the Isle of Puerto Rico, fighting weight 415 pounds, Mr. Goodrich Samuel Adams, the Wolf, Syler Andrews, the Sambo Show.
Well, the Sambo Show's definitely festive tonight, gentlemen.
God knows what that friggin' wolf's handing out in that bag. I wouldn't eat any of it.
Dog treats.
Yeah, probably.
Tell you what, Sam Adams looks like he came from the island of misfit toys.
Oh, we got free t-shirts from the Sambo Show.
Look at that, give him back to their fans.
DJ, put your hand down.
Hey, you know, I gotta give that hand out whenever I can.
He looks...
The holidays
I agree
isn't
with
about
you.
giving, it's about free stuff.
I agree with you. I don't know. They're like square dancing. This is like that movie Elf.
At least people in Hazleton love handouts, gentlemen.
Well,
Love
that
it.
is, yeah.
Now, hold on, Phil Vermont. Don't you talk bad about Hazleton, especially about around Christmas time.
I thought that was the truth.
Over here.
Where's our freebies, Sambo?
That's right. If he came down my chimney, I'd light a fire.
These idiots behind us got... I don't want to wear the mask. Get out of here. I don't want to wear the mask. This guy's got a mask behind me. He's trying to give it to
guess
me.
what?
What are you talking about?
The resistance just got jumped by J.J. Abrams.
Well, Bo, like I said, I think I have a bone to pick with this guy.
What's your problem with him?
Well, that movie sucked.
What are you talking about?
The rise of, what was it?
Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah.
Listen, the guy had no choice. He had to pick up what Ryan Johnson did.
When you two nerds are done, I'll start calling the wrestling match.
Oh, big elbow pie. Look at Sambo, bull wrecking Paul into the corner.
Who sold these tickets to these fans back here?
Let's look at this.
He's
Sambo
going
right
for the
on this.
springboard. Over there, shoulders down, hooks the leg.
Sam Adams still wearing that elf regalia.
As much fun as Sambo had coming out, they switched gears real quick, guys. Sambo Show in control of this match. Syler Andrews now checking into the match for the first time. And I gotta say, killer boots worn by Syler Andrews here tonight.
Oh, nice down low goes J.J. Adams. Oh, back elbow on Banks. Adams comes in, he has the floss god written across his shoulders, and Syler might be flossing his teeth, what's left of him
Floss
after
guy.
that
Is
kick.
this guy a dentist?
Go back to behind Turkey Hill.
Oh, that was a good one. Come on. A dentist.
man.
Get it, floss.
Why throws him into the corner,
Here all week, folks.
unfortunately.
Wow.
Big power slam by Chris Banks. Nonchalant cover.
I'm impressed by Chris Banks, Paulbo. That was a huge maneuver right there.
PK Sanford's got his back turned, trying to get Sam Adams out of the ring, trying to get control of this match. Good luck with that.
Taking care of that Bluebird Wolf in there. Backs out and cuts him off immediately.
Tell you what, PK Sanford sounds like a door-to-door salesman.
Once again, now grabs. I think it sounds like someone from Thomas the Tank Engine. Whips him into the corner. Big European uppercut by Banks. Quick tag again to Abrams.
Well, Banks and Abrams showing extremely great tag team chemistry here.
Big European uppercut, snapmare takeover by Adams. Adams off the ropes. Down basement drop kick went down low. Back press, hooks the outside leg, and a kick out.
You know, most of his career as singles wrestler, Sam Adams has a hard time standing on the outside of his ring, outside of this ring, should I say. Watching his partner in trouble, wants to get in there. Sometimes distracts the referee, does not help his team. But when he gets in there, Abrams and Banks are going to are going to regret it.
Adams now putting all 210 pounds on the neck area of the Wolf. Syler Andrews, now he's backing him into the corner, trying to tag Sam, and here comes the Elf. Coming in, and Sanford quickly, he did not see the tag. Banks dragging him back to the corner like piranha in the water. They smell blood.
Sam Adams getting extremely frustrated.
Tag out again.
At referee PK Sanford.
Lobo in a bad position here.
Winds him up. Oh, no. Oh, man. Hard
you have to be impressed with this tag team making their debut here tonight.
Absolutely. You think these guys are ready, Paul? I mean, cutting off the ring, taunting Sam Adams right when they need to.
Oh, he hit his own partner. He'll be spending next week at Camp Chippertooth. After that uppercut, here comes Sam. Big enziguri kick right to the side of the head of Banks.
Sam Adams is like a bat out of you-know-where here. Full steam ahead, big cannonball to the corner.
Sam Adams taking control of this match. Sambo looking good, and I'm not just talking about their ring attire, guys.
Sam Adams hitting on all cylinders. Adams up to the middle rope, has him measured. Double hammer across the skull, shoulders down, hooks the leg, and Adams quick to break it up at 2. I'll tell you what, mile-a-minute action here, Phil. What a match.
You know, you got to be impressed, as EJ said earlier. Got to be impressed with the team of Banks and Adams. Sambo's no walk in the park, guys. Sambo's up towards the top of the tag team division.
And you know they're looking to get a shot at the PPW Tag Team Championships. Sam Adams with the 3 count.
Here are your winners, Sam Adams, Syler Andrews, the Sambo Show.
I'll tell you what, that was excitement from start to finish. Very impressed with the team of Sam Adams and Syler Andrews. But how about Chris Banks and J.J. Adams?
You know, you got to think that even in a loss, these guys did everything they could to impress PPW management here tonight. I don't think they got anything to hang their heads on tonight, EJ.
Yeah, this is not the last we've seen of those 2 young men. Well, let's talk about Sambo Show slowly climbing up the ranks of the PPW Tag Team division, and you're soon going to see them in the main event picture.
Well, up next, PPW High Voltage continues to roll on. Our main event, Beta Scott, Christina Marie, Adina Steele, and the debut of Danny Moe coming up right after this.
Hey guys, Tom Mitchell here, and tonight, Danny is your night, as I just heard you say.
Yes.
For a couple of weeks, you got a normal contenders match, but tonight, Danny goes for a women's championship.
Yes, first time for the title, first time here at PPW. A little bit nervous, a little bit anxious. I'm not going to be out there with him, but I'm going to be out there by myself, going for the women's title match, but pretty excited. I think I'm going to get it. I think I'm going to take on the strap.
Confidence.
Taking it home.
One and done, baby. One and done. The Neon Blondes are taking over PPW in the 2020. Our vision is 2020 because it is clear we're taking over.
I don't need no contacts or glasses.
I got 6 surgeries, so it's okay.
We're excited to see Danny perform tonight. Back to you guys.
Paul Boast rushing over here to the commentary booth. We have already started.
It's on like Donkey Kong. Phil Bravado, Paul Ball, PPW High Voltage main event. Evander James, KC Navarro. This thing is started hotter than pepperoni on the 4th of July. Chop right across the chest on Evander James.
A lot of history here, Paul. And namely, a lot of events going on in the last month. In other companies, these two got in a scuffle in the locker room. And they've been jawing at one another all month. This is long awaited. And Evander James is going to get a really good contest, a really good test, I should say, against KC Navarro here tonight.
He's getting a tour to ring right there. This is a qualifying match for that PPW Heavyweight Tournament, September 15th. Beautiful. Look at the athletic ability of KC Navarro and the spider web right into the side of the ring. James moves over. Nobody ducks out of dodge. You know what's coming here, Phil. 5-7-0 kick right in the snoot. Navarro like a house on fire going up top.
The problem with fighting KC Navarro is you leave 5 seconds on the table and you've got 3 moves going against you.
Absolutely. Springboard went for the... James caught him and right across the chest. That top rope wound so tight, Phil. That has to hurt.
Yeah, that's the intensity I like to see from Evander James as well. That's how he got that golden briefcase from TJ Marconi a few months back. That's how he can win against KC Navarro here. Pick up a huge win tonight.
Absolutely, Phil, and I think Evander James has got to keep KC Navarro grounded here, and he's just doing that cocky, arrogant, condescending attitude that he's developed over the last couple of months here. Instead of staying on him, he's belittling, and there's a slap right across the face by Navarro, only at 130 pounds.
Wow, look at the strength. I mean, 130 pounds of KC Navarro, but Evander James is also strong. That haymaker threw Navarro halfway across the ring. That is what Evander James has to do more of in this match. He has to use his speed. He's never going to catch up to Navarro's moves.
Navarro hanging out on that refurnished turnbuckle there in the corner. Chop across the chest, and you can see Navarro anguishing in pain. Evander James taunting him, backing him into the corner, perhaps taking a little bit too much time, Phil, as we said earlier.
Well, PPW calls this a qualifying match. To Evander James, this thing's personal. To KC Navarro, this thing's personal. So every time they get a second to hit their opponent, should I say, they're going to take it, and it's going to be a lot stronger than any other time.
Navarro hung up in the tree there and right to the side of the knee, the ACL area. And you could see him holding the leg there.
Smart move by James to take out the wheels of Navarro. Obviously, the best asset that KC Navarro brings to Hazleton here tonight.
Stop.
This just shows, excuse me, Paul, this just shows the strategy of Evander James. It shows how much he does his research.
Absolutely, definitely does his homework. KC Navarro, like we said, 130 pounds, but flies around that ring like he's 230 pounds, the way he hits people. And holding that left leg.
That's going to be a real big problem for Navarro, obviously. And he's in the ring with an experienced opponent who's going to take advantage of it. The problem here, though, is what you mentioned earlier with Evander James. He has developed such a cocky attitude in the last couple of months. You have to wonder if he now thinks he's won this. He has to stay on the leg of KC Navarro. He has to continue that punishment.
Right on cue to Navarro, a mile a minute. Look at that! James stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, man, pendulum backbreaker by Evander James. And that hurt Navarro big time, Phil.
Well, that knee. That knee by Evander James, as you said, you see KC Navarro wincing in pain right now. He doesn't know whether to grab his back or his leg. And Evander James hears the KC chants from the Hazleton. This Hazleton crowd, he cannot let that bother him. That's the problem with Evander James.
In only his second match here at PPW, KC Navarro has developed a huge following here in Hazleton. Big whip off the ropes. Evander James and reeling out of that corner goes Navarro. Hit hard, Phil. Neck snap back, still favoring that leg.
Well, you see the desperation of Navarro throwing up that leg. Navarro knew that was going to hurt. He didn't care. That is the attitude of a champion. That is the attitude of somebody making waves here.
Back elbow, not to cut you off, Phil. Big back elbow by Evander James, and now Navarro is spitting blood out of his mouth. It's quite visible. He's been busted open by that elbow of James. Better check his chiclets there. Step up enziguri by Navarro.
Well, Paul, that right leg still works.
Going up top, you know what we say here, Phil. High risk, high reward. Both men exchanging haymakers up on that top rope.
Navarro better look out. There we go.
Went for the Frankensteiner, and James caught him on that top rope.
Navarro.
You got to be kidding me.
Wait a minute.
Oh, man! Oh. Frankensteiner by Navarro.
Evander James writhing in pain in the middle of this ring. As we mentioned earlier, this match, a personal match, one that has a lot of stakes here in PPW, one that has a lot of bragging rights in the back. Evander James told me earlier he doesn't care what KC Navarro comes in with. He doesn't care about the acclaim. He's done it himself here in PPW.
Well, last few months, Evander James has found himself in the main event here at PPW. This is your main event on PPW High Voltage. And KC Navarro trying to climb that ladder, as you say, Phil, rung by rung, to give himself a shot. That's all the kid ever wanted, was an opportunity. He told me months ago when he contacted the PPW offices, he said, Paul Bull, point me in the right direction. All as I'm asking for is an opportunity here. The opportunity was granted by TJ Masters, and what an opportunity it's been so far in just one short month. Oh, man! Planted him like a palm tree in the Sunshine State. Floats over, lateral press, shoulders down. 2 3/4. Wow! Did Evander James kick out of that one, Phil?
Perfect example of KC Navarro's strategy. You think you have him right where you want him, and 5 seconds later, you are on the ground, not him.
Listen, Miami native KC Navarro make names for himself up and down the East Coast. So is Evander James. We've talked about him before, wrestling all the big names on the independent scene. Now he's telling James to get up. He has him sized. Went for the wild kick. Oh, man! That one caught him right in the teeth, his lifeless body.
Navarro might be out on his feet.
Went for the buckle bomb. Turned it into the Frankensteiner, into the corner.
I'm not sure on the PPW roster right now if there is someone that turns the tables quicker than KC Navarro. It almost seems like when he is in a vulnerable spot, he has a move to get out of it and then attack his opponent.
Up and over Navarro. Whoa!
Navarro's up in a very compromising position.
James better hold himself up there. Not on the apron! Not on the apron!
Oh, we know how hard this is.
Oh, man! Reverse tombstone on the apron. Navarro, lifeless body, right to the floor.
Paul, bro, this crowd is silent.
He spiked him right on that apron there. Both men laying outside the ring here. Fans getting their money's worth here on our PPW High Voltage main event. Evander James trying to will himself to that vertical base. Jeff Carden already at 6. That's higher than you thought he could count, Phil.
No. I seen him adding numbers with his fingers in the back. Paul, the outside, always the wild card.
Look at Navarro's body is lifeless. Phil.
Wait a minute.
Mike Orlando's music, where is he?
Evander James looking all over for Mike Orlando, whose music just hit.
Oh, Navarro with the spinning back kick.
No Mike Orlando, but it was enough to distract Evander James.
Navarro going up top. Frank Boris in position. So is everybody here at the Hazleton YWCA. Navarro takes flight. Frog splash from hell. Matchbook cover. 2, 3. Navarro advances. Navarro has punched his ticket. September 15th, Holy Family Academy, our 5-year show. KC Navarro will
the fatal four-way for the women's PPW Championship. Making her way to the ring, fighting out of Providence, Rhode Island, Veda Scott.
Well, welcome back to PPW High Voltage. Veda Scott in the ring. Coming back to PPW after, I don't know, several months away.
Absolutely. Always great to see a superstar. Welcome back to the PPW ring.
Well, speaking of a superstar, Freddie Akers joining us here on commentary.
Thank you for inviting me back to the ring.
You weren't invited. We had no other choice. Just kidding, Freddie. We love having you here. The PPW General Manager.
These guys are family.
Yeah, put her there, Freddie.
Well, Adina Steele on her
go.
way
Okay.
to the ring.
Introducing contestant number 2 from Scranton, Pennsylvania, Adina Steele.
Adina Steele making her way to PPW a few months ago, picking up the support of tons of PPW fans. Is this the used?
Used.
And making her PPW debut from the Steamboat City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Danny Moe.
Guys, all jokes aside, Danny Moe on her way to the ring for her PPW debut. Something that we have all been looking forward to. Trained by the Neon Ninja Facade. I mean, how can you go wrong there?
You really can't. Not with his aerial moves.
It's gonna be
Neon Ninjet.
It's going to be interesting to see how Danny Moe does here in her first match. And all jokes aside, this song is awesome. And now we await the PPW Women's Champion, everybody. Christina Marie from Albany, New York, headed out to the ring. Paul Bo's going to send her out.
She is the current PPW Women's Champion. She is courageous. Christina Marie.
I'll edit Paul Bo's introduction. The first two-time Women's PPW Champion. EJ's had his problems with Christina Marie.
Yeah, she frightens me. She threatens me, Phil Bravado. You just sit there and let her do it.
Well, she told me she's going to blow you a kiss. I thought that was a good thing.
Maybe she was blowing me one.
Maybe, Freddie. Well, Christina Marie holds that PPW Women's Championship above her head.
Christina is a fighting champion. If I could say any good thing about her, it's that, Phil Bravado. She is not afraid of a challenge.
Well, Jeff Carden will hold the PPW Women's Championship, and
yeah, I like that chant.
well, Veda Scott telling Danny Moe that she hates her.
EJ needs a raise. I love that chant.
So do I. I need a raise too.
Yeah, the two people that were behind that support.
That was the whole crowd chanting.
Yeah,
that.
I'm
Yeah,
sure it
the
was.
two people.
Well, back to Earth.
A nice place to be, or especially around Christmas time.
I hate this chant.
I won't fire you, Phil. You're good.
Thank you, Freddie. I appreciate that. You know, that was very
We're
nice.
the dynamic duo of this.
That was a very nice
The
comment.
EJ and Paul kick us out. You know.
Welcome to the PPW ring, says Christina Marie to Daddy Moe with a big forearm across the jaw.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how Danny Moe paces herself in this match. Her first PPW experience. Facade's told her a ton of things, but as you know, EJ, you can talk all you want. Actions speak louder than words in the squared circle.
Absolutely. You can do all the training, all the exercises you want until you step in there. You don't know how your body's going to react.
Now, Christina Marie said she ain't getting back in there. I don't blame her. Let these idiots wrestle.
Now she's playing it smart. Let them beat each other out,
You
and then
can't-
she'll come back in. So
can't
that's
deny
very
that.
smart.
Christina Marie just signaled to me she's not going to get back in there, and that's a smart. As
And
you
I
said,
was
Freddie
just saying
Perry
she's a
tells you.
fighting champion.
Well,
I take
she
that
is.
back.
She is. That's how she continues to be the champion. She outsmarts her opponents.
Well, she held the belt this long, you know. But now she has ample competition right here.
Marie, the first two-time PPW Women's Champion, chasing Allie Rex for a lot of 2017, eventually winning it in 2018 and carrying it into 2019. Christina Marie, an amazing PPW Women's Champion, maybe one of the best competitors we've had in the women's division here.
And speaking of the women's division, as Freddie mentioned before, really heating up now. Many good competitors here trying to get their hands on that women's championship.
Well, Danny Moe using her speed, trying to get Adina Steele caught off guard.
Sweeps the legs, Adina Steele with the cover.
Adina Steele having her problems with Christina Marie over the course of her PPW career.
Yeah, there's some bad blood still brewing there. And you know that one's going to come to a head at some point.
Danny Moe and Adina both have the same idea, catching each other's leg.
Looks like they're playing skip it.
And now they're going to agree to fight another one. And now Danny Moe's going to get clocked by Christina Marie. What an opportunist our PPW Women's Champion is.
Hey, that's how she has held on to this belt for so long, Bravado.
I agree.
You know what? She has come to define the women's division here at PPW. Love her or hate her, you can't take that away from her.
Absolutely not. It's hard to disagree with that as well, EJ. Two good comments right in a row. You better slow down.
Now, Bravado, you know what? You sound surprised.
Well, I mean, I have been calling commentary with you for like 2 years now.
I know.
That's like a no-hitter for you.
And what a long 2 years those have been.
It's been great, you know it. Christina Marie going to put both of her arms up just to get the boos from these idiots behind us.
Irish whip it to the corner. Danny Moe gets caught by Christina Marie.
Well, Danny Moe showing a little bit of the agility that Facade has.
Absolutely, in that Neon Ninja style here.
Walking the ropes like the Neon Ninja.
Beautiful cross body. Here comes Vita Scott. Oh, big forearm across the chops. Into the corner, Vita Scott unloading on Danny Moe, setting her sights. Putting this one away. No, Danny Moe just too quick. Into the corner, Vita Scott with a big kick on Danny Moe. Flying clothesline sends Moe to the mat. Vita Scott beautifully done. Adina Steele gonna throw her hat back into the ring here.
Well, Scott's pumped up. She's got momentum on her side. Adina Steele gonna try to take it right away from her. It does. Yeah, that's the thing, when you get so many competitors into one match, you have a lot of time to recuperate from your moveset, or from the attack, I should say, that just happened. Danny Moe's experiencing that right now. However, as long as you stand outside the ring, you could lose it as well.
You know what, Danny Moe has that experience disadvantage as well. Christina Marie, Vita Scott, they have been in 3-4-way matches before, so this is nothing new to them. They know exactly what to do.
Danny Moe gets tripped up by Christina Marie. And that's the thing. Danny Moe's in her first match in PPW. There's a lot of other competitors in the ring. We're going to have to see how she handles that. It's completely different than a singles match, obviously. There's a lot of different things happening. So this will be a great contest, or a great measuring stick, so to speak, to see how far she's gone, EJ.
Absolutely. See what she's really made out of here. And a win here. Could you imagine your debut match, a win against Christina Marie?
Christina Marie, Vita Scott, Adina Steele, all top competitors. Danny Moe has the chance, has potential. People say that Facade has taught her real well. We've seen a little bit of that flash there.
And now when Danny Moe is in the corner of Facade, she will be that much more important to that matchup.
Absolutely. That's a very good point, EJ. Much more dangerous is their arsenal now.
Vita Scott, look at it, apply submission hold here. Looks like an Indian deathlock.
But here's the thing also about Danny Moe is we don't talk about is she's been managing Prasad for years. It's not because of her physical strength, it's because of her brain. She is a very smart competitor. She knows the ring well. That will help her in her debut. We're going to have to see if she can put it all together.
Also a very athletic woman outside the squared circle.
Absolutely, very active, very physically active. I
Climbing
once
to the
offered
top.
her a Gatorade. She said, "Is it a G2?" I said, "No." She said, "Pass."
Too much sugar, Bravado.
You
Come
know?
on.
You know? I slowly took my Coca-Cola and hid it behind my back.
Not a good position for Danny Moe to be in here. Adina Steele trying to soften her up on that top rope. Christina Marie getting a hold of Adina Steele. I don't like where this one's going, Phil Bravado. This looks like a house of cards about to fall over.
Oh, Adina Steele down, but Danny Moe's up on the top rope. Danny Moe with a flying crossbody on Veda Scott.
Tell you what, those are deadly accurate.
Danny Moe starting to feel the adrenaline go through her body. Starting to feel like, hey, maybe she can win this thing. Veda Scott's going to disagree. And that's how quickly it changes, TJ. You could be celebrating and in a second later be on the ground holding your face.
Absolutely, those dreams got cut in half. Literally. Christina Marie writhing in pain down on the mat. Adina Steele trying to get up to the vertical base.
And Veda Scott on the outside of the ring recuperating. And maybe that's the smartest person in this match right now. Marie going for it in the middle of the ring. Adina Steele blocking it. Up and over. Christina Marie landing on her back.
Beautiful back body drop. Adina Steele hooks the leg. Beautifully done. Twists into the suplex. Hooks the leg again. Veda Scott very, very close. Would have been a huge upset there for Adina Steele.
Well, Danny Moe on the outside of the ring, buying her time. Adina Steele with a big boot right to Veda Scott. That just seemed to make Veda Scott angry. And now the young Adina Steele and the experienced Veda Scott going one-on-one in the corner here. And Scott, obviously, the experience paying off.
Dropped Adina Steele
Adina
right
Steele,
down to that mat.
Steele trying to roll out of the ring. Scott stops that from happening just to get a 2. Danny Moe over there to break up the count. Action a mile a minute.
Danny Moe back on top in this one. Better watch her back. Christina Marie trying to get back up to the vertical base here. Back in action, rips Danny Moe off of Veda Scott.
Oh, and right into the bottom turnbuckle and immediately to the pin. Christina Marie gets it, and she used her brain, buddy.
And still women's champion, courageous Christina Marie.
Look at Christina Marie lap at Danny Moe in the corner. Thanks a lot. That was Danny Moe's move. Christina Marie stole it and pinned. What an amazing, amazing competitor our PPW Women's Champion is.
You know, you could set her against 1, 2, 3, 4, or the entire women's division. Christina Marie is going to come out on top of Phil Bravado.
Well, an amazing match and an even better episode of PPW High Voltage. E.J. Kuiper, Phil Bravado, Paul Bo's somewhere in this building. I don't know where he is. But next week, KC Navarro and Clutch Adams for the PPW Women's Championship, or PPW Heavyweight Championship. I'm all confused. We'll see you next week.